Hello there. Hey guys, it's me, it's RocketShip08, here with a video. Yeah, a video. Don't act so surprised. I see you going surprised. Anyway, I'm here with the first episode of a new series I like to call Rocket Tales. Now you're probably asking me, what is Rocket Tales? Well, I'll tell you, young viewer. Actually, I probably shouldn't say you're a young viewer because I'm like 13. Anyway, Rocket Tales is going to be a series where I talk about random stories from my life. Where should I begin? Well, oh, I've got a good one. So, it was, when was it? Like, it was around, I'm gonna say, I think it was around about 2 years ago. So it was around 2016. I was in 6th grade, and me and my buddies were talking, and our teacher, our first period teacher, told us in about a few months we were going to be going to, near the end of the year, we were going to be going to a place called Greenkill. Now, Greenkill, it's like this, how would I put this? It's like this nature reserve park kind of thing. And, well, we were ecstatic, literally blown out of our minds. And, well, it was it was going to be pretty exciting. We were going to stay, actually, here's the best bit. Actually, most of my viewers are actually people who went on that trip, so hey guys, you probably remember this. Anyway, we were going to the place, and we got on our coach buses, and let me tell you the first thing about going on a coach bus. Never use the bathroom. Ever. God. Anyway, so we were going on the bus, and the bus was, if you've been on a coach bus, it's like a school bus, but better. That's really it. It's just better. Comfortable seating. You can watch movies. I think we watched The Croods and another movie. I can't remember what though. Anyway, it's not important to the story. We got there, and first of all, it was a hassle to get the bags off because, like, over 100 students and 3 big buses, that's gonna be a bit of a problem with only like 20 people working there. So, turns out the place is actually a summer camp. Anyway, so we're walking around and we're getting assigned our cabins. Now, here's the thing I needed to mention. The cabins are log cabins, but not like your average Illinois Abraham Lincoln kind of log cabin. No, I'm talking like not air conditioning and Wi-Fi, whatever. I'm talking like a cabin that looks like a log cabin, but it's pretty okay. We've got a fireplace, nice little hangout room with a checkers board and little hangout couches and stuff, and most notably, dorms. Not like your college dorms, unfortunately, but there were like some bunk beds, and by the way, thank God we brought our own pillows and blankets because they did not give pillow and blankets, and when you slept on those, you would have thought that a military hammock on a Navy warship would have been a better option. But enough complaining about the hammocks. So the first day was really just settling in, learning how the things run, and meeting our counselors. The counselors were actually pretty nice. It was pretty good. And well, our what was I gonna say? Our counselors, they were nice people. Actually, funny thing, in our cabins, you would probably be thinking, oh, it's like a summer camp. We have counselors in our thing. You would be wrong. They were actually teachers from our school. I was in a cabin called Hemlock, and a lot of my good buddies, a couple of which I think watch this channel, so hey guys, probably remember that, was with a gym teacher named Mr. Powers, and the thing I liked about him was he took no cruds, and if you messed around and did something like dangerous or stupid, he'd get mad at you for it, which was good, because we were a bunch of pubescent 13-year-olds, so we We didn't know. Actually, what am I thinking? 13-year-olds? No, we were a bunch of idiotic 11-year-olds. What'd you expect, right? So we got there, and most of the thing I can't really talk about. They gave you a couple of survival classes, and I'm not talking like survival classes. I'm talking like learn what bears do and stuff. It's, yeah. We were told we were going to roast marshmallows as an entire group. We got there, they just gave us an outdoor play of the Lorax. Biggest disappointment of my life. But that's an entirely different video. Anyways, what can I say? Well, I can't really talk about much. Might be a two-parter, just saying. So if it just ends, then I'm just saying. Anyway, first thing I want to say is the food. Food, I didn't really eat that much. I wasn't like starving myself, don't think that, but I wasn't really that hungry most of the time. Sleeping, I didn't get a lot of it. 'Cause I swear, when you better start regretting your decisions when you agree to sleep with about 10 other boys who are about 10 to 11 years old. The first night we stayed up. Actually, everyone else did. I tried to get some sleep, but you know what I mean. Everyone was shouting and stuff, not really shouting, but talking normally when we were all trying to sleep. Actually, just I was. I told them to quiet down, but they just told me to quiet down, and I was just like, whatever. I eventually got to sleep. However, now you're probably wondering, oh, this is boring, where's the funny stuff? Well, let me tell you about the funny stuff. Around, what would I say, around 11:30 maybe, I'm still trying to go to sleep. And I'm sleeping on a bunk bed, and you know how beds usually have that like little opening between the bed and the wall? Well, we had one of those. And, okay, I'm going to try to explain this for you. But you know those like Nike water bottles that are like the, when you squirt them, the water turns into like a puff of water steam cloud thing, yeah? Well, I see a hand lowering down the side and aiming one of those straight at my face, and I'm like, and in my mind, I imagine my brain looking, and he's just like, oh, you better not do that, cuz, no. He squirts the water bottle, and it goes all over my freaking face. I was so angry, and the boys had told me not to tell, but I would thought it'd be like what they're talking about and stuff, not squirting water in my face. And you can call me a snitch all you want, but you're not squirting water in my face. I'm trying to sleep. So no, I did that. The kid got upset. We had a bit of an argument. I got upset when they bashed me because you squirted water in my face. That was a stupid move, buddy. But anyway, we resolved that conflict pretty well, and I'm still friends with most of those kids. They were pretty nice kids. The nature thing was basically as much as you would expect. The one slightly interesting thing I can remember, I can really talk about, was the time when it was the second night, and we went out about 10 o'clock-ish. And, well, we went out, and they were trying this mint spark trick where you chew really hard mints really hard and it creates like sparks. It didn't work for me, but that's the thing. And we started hearing rustling in the bushes, and then popping out of the bushes was nothing. I know I just let all you down, but now you know how I felt when they played the Lorax instead of toasting marshmallows, huh? Worst cliffhanger, I know. But anyways, last thing I'll talk about before leaving is hygiene. You're probably all wondering about it. How do I get hygiene in Nordjul? I had a very clever trick with showers. Now, since our free times usually didn't last most of the time, it was usually around maybe an hour at most, I made a trick. Don't shower until, okay, I showered only on one of the days, because there was only 2 mornings. After all the activities were done, because we got like a schedule, you know, like a schedule. There was a schedule, and we knew what we were doing, so I would make a plan. Shower after you're done with the activities. Not that clever, but I thought it was clever at the time, because, well, I was showering after the thing. It was just plain sense. And one time I did this, the other day I was rushing because I only had one other morning. That was the day we were leaving, so I was rushing to pack my stuff. But on the main day, where we were there the full day, I showered in the morning, but it was mostly in the afternoon. Anyway, so how can I forget about this story? There was this kid in our group. I'm not going to share any names. Let's call him, Evan. And Evan was a, kind of a... We're not going to go into that. He's a good buddy of mine. He was, so, earlier that day, we had gone on a hike, which was the most tiring walk I've ever made in my life. And no, it wasn't like a 30-minute thing. No, we were out there for 3 hours on the bumpy... Actually, I should talk about this before I talk about the story of the hike. This is actually pretty interesting. I swear to you, this trail was literally the most decrepit trail I have ever seen in my life. There was rocks poking out of the thing you can trip over, giant roots being covered by dead pines. Those rocks were covered by dead pines, and you're tripping over all of it. There's pine cones everywhere. There was a log in front of us, like a big freaking log. And there was, so we're taking this hike, and a buddy of mine, we're going to call him, 2 buddies of mine, I'm going to call them Jimmy and Jason. Jimmy and Jason. Let's go with that. No real names on this channel. So Jimmy and Jason were talking, and they told me that last year, actually, I think it was either last year or 2 years ago, it's not really important to the story, the girls had gone to the boys' cabins, because there were 2 girls' cabins, 2 boys' cabins, right? And, well, I'm not going to do any non-viewer-friendly material, but basically they took pictures of the boys while they were changing. That was alarming at the thing, and we made sure that, luckily I changed in the bathroom so they wouldn't make any chance of doing that. I don't know why the boys would change in the room. Anyways, but I'm just looking back on that at my face. I was like apparently the most alarmed face I've ever made. And we were making this whole, like, tactical plan, like we're about to invade Russia or something. We're making this whole tactical plan to defend the cabin from the people. And I was telling the boys about it, and most of them actually believed it and took it seriously, because the girls had done it before. Who knows if they were going to do it again, right? Anyways, one group, we designated them Team C. I was Team B. Jimmy and Jason were Team A. Those guys refused, but anyway. Our counselors were, I can't say angry and I can't say happy with this. Actually, what happened was we were expecting, I called it a snack convoy because I had watched my brother play some Arma 3 last week, the week before. Been playing some Call of Duty, some Arma 3. so I just said convoy, but whatever. They're gonna give us some snacks. You wanna know what was the most disappointing thing about that whole trip other than the Lorax thing? We never got any snacks. I'm still thinking about it. What am I doing? Anyways, some idiot decided to let go of the door, and Evan's fingers were still where the door was about to slam into. And, well, you know how there's like the holes where the door lock thing goes into? Well, the door came down, his hand was right there, and... Do I need to say any more? He had to be rushed to the emergency room, got stitches, and I guess fortunately for him, the week after, since it was right before break, I think it was right before spring break actually, I'm not sure. Anyways, it was before some break or 3-day weekend or something. Anyways, he dyed his hair pink and we called him Cotton Candy Hair for a week. He took it as a compliment. We had a lot of laughs for that. And he actually had that hair, he undyed it from the pink back to his regular hair color, and then in 7th grade he recolored it. Anyways, so the last final story I'll tell from this mega story, I guess you could say, was the time we were leaving. We had to sit for like 4 hours directly in the middle of the sun's rays because some idiot messed up the bus thing, and I tried to tell them that the bus that we could just go on the bus, and they said it was there was again, not to be non-advertiser friendly or just non-viewer friendly, but what they told me, what Troy actually told me, and that's what the actual thing, they just said there was no seat belts, which was, I knew it was a lie. It turns out it was a party bus. That's the bus they got for a bunch of kids. What? Okay, I'm not even going to go into that. I'm pretty sure you can guess what a party bus is. I told my 6th grade friends it the week after, and they were mortified. If you don't know what a party bus is, look it up. Anyways, where, I'm not saying that as like a joke or anything, I'm serious. Like, if you don't know what a party bus is, look it up. I don't know the exact definition. But, anyways, we had to wait for about 2 hours, and I'm not even kidding. I was looking at the time. I was asking a few friends what the time was. And eventually we got on a bus, and we left. So, we got back, and really, the only other thing I can notice was I looked at my computer, and I had 137 notifications in my notification box. Trust me, it took a few hours to check through. It took about an hour to check through all of those. And then a few more hours to watch all those videos. So yeah, that was our first episode of Rocket Tales. And tell me what you think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you liked it, give a like. If you didn't like it, give a dislike and then tell me why you didn't like it. And I'll try to improve. So anyway, like I always say, do subscribe, and that's copyrighted!